Hi, everybody. I'm Scott,
And I'm Luke.
And I'm Jonathan.
and this is the No Way to Hollywood podcast. Jonathan did not get the message tonight that it is Orange Shirt Night. I do apologize for that.
I don't own an orange shirt.
So unfortunate and
Sad,
unprofessional.
sad day.
I can go get a fake tan real quick if that will help. Maybe get my skin color get kind of orange.
That's not bad. Well,
Ah,
while he's going to get his fake tan, Luke and I are going to start talking. Just kidding.
I'm doing that now. Okay, all right.
Hey, he's got orange shorts. That counts.
That counts. Come back. Come back.
I don't know if he can hear us.
We concluded that your shorts were orange, and that counts.
Well, if I went to go and get a fake tan just so I could be orange, that's what I would call stupid.
Which leads into which leads us into tonight's discussion, because we are going to talk about a group of movies that we were going to refer to affectionately as stupid movies. There are some stupid movies that you like. There are some stupid movies that are just plain stupid. And as Jonathan is going to argue later, there are some stupid movies that are absolutely ingenious to the point where he refuses to call them stupid.
I'd like to start with a definition of stupid because we got to know what we're talking about, right?
I agree. And that's going to fall on me tonight. So the definition of stupid movie are usually comedies that tend to not care as much about production value, usually throw in some raunchy jokes of some kind, and otherwise are literally more about entertaining than they are about the craft of filmmaking.
Okay, so if I've got this right, when we're talking about stupid movies, we're talking about Sharknado and like anything where people just threw a film together. And in fact, in some cases, like the people who make Sharknado, they purposely say, make it worse, like stop acting so well and all that kind of stuff, because they're trying to make a campy, crappy film, which I don't know if I would put that in the same category as a stupid movie, because there's also like these epic movies that like win awards, and I think those are stupid. So
Here, guys, let's start with stupid. Just Googling a definition, okay? Stupid, adjective. Having or showing a great lack of intelligence or common sense. So, The Room.
I would put that in the stupid movie category, yes.
I believe The Room as a movie shows a great lack of intelligence and a lack of common sense, which is why it's considered to be one of the worst movies. Yet it's a cult classic because it's hilarious how bad it is. It's so bad that you start to wonder if there's actually a genius behind the decisions, because they're so consistently awful in every single scene. Like that's like where the cult following comes from, right?
Yes,
right,
absolutely.
Then there's movies like Rise of Skywalker that fall into the exact same like definitional category, right? Like they do not have a lot of common sense or good thinking behind it, which would put it in a stupid film category for me.
But then the craft of Rise of Skywalker, as far as when we get away from the script side of it, the story side of it, when we get into the other parts of the craft, right? I would argue there is a great level of intelligence and common sense going on all the time, right? So
how far are we going with this, Scott? Are we talking like it has to be stupid on both craft and on story and right? Like every part of it has to be stupid? Only the writing, only a performance, only a what are we talking about here?
I think for tonight's conversation, I'd love to throw them all in the bucket and tell us. We'll talk about some certain movies that we consider stupid, and we'll do the three person vote to determine whether or not it actually qualifies for a stupid movie. And
we're voting now.
And we'll figure out, is it a good stupid movie or is it a bad stupid movie?
Well, for voting, I just need to make sure I get this going right. This is my voting hat. Sorry.
We need the I voted sticker now that we can like put on your shirt.
What are you talking
somewhere.
about? I'm wearing a flag on my head. That's my I voted sticker. What are you talking about?
Oh.
All right. And you, two people who are still watching, you can join in by voting in the comments. And after this is all over, we'll see if you agree with any of us or not.
I wonder if 12, 13 votes actually counts for something in this world. All right.
It counts here since there's only 12 to 13 viewers, and you're our audience. So that matters to us. We'll tell you that right now.
You matter. Yes.
Our viewers matter.
To us.
Oh, boy.
Can we put a gif of Harrison Ford trying to get out of the way of the derailing train that is our conversation?
Well, I was going to make a quip about how when we're talking about stupid movies, we clearly need to talk about our podcast here, but like we're just doing such a good job demonstrating it.
Do I need to look at the definition of movie? Because this is a podcast. This is not a movie.
Now, if someone wrote a movie and did it like this podcast, where it was just us talking and thought it was a movie,
I might consider that to be stupid.
I mean, you have a valid point. However, I'm gonna actually throw out a title. I will let you guys battle, and then I will tell you my opinions, and we'll put it to a vote. Okay. So the first movie I want to throw out in the stupid movie category is a movie that we have all watched somewhat recently, titled UHF.
Genius.
Okay, for those of you who don't know, this is a Weird Al Yankovic movie about how he single-handedly saves a television station, kind of, sort of, with the help of his friends.
He single-handedly, with the help of his friends and an entire community and everyone else in this movie.
So therefore, not single-handedly at all.
I'd like to say that Scott's latest statement may be what I would consider to be stupid.
Okay, there's also like if we were actually editing this and like didn't care about like copyright laws and stuff, we could totally cut to that moment of the character saying stupid, and we can do that like throughout this entire episode. Oh,
we can just do it. I'll do it with you, Luke. Just let me know when you just cue me up. Like put up 2 fingers, and I'll just boom. I'll get you. I got you. Don't even worry about it.
All right. So let's get to the movie.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're gonna moderate now? Okay. So it's a comedy.
I love you,
all right?
Scott. We love you.
Is it a comedy that everybody loves? No. Is it low budget? Is it on the B category? Like, you know, is it an A film? No, it's a B film, right?
Yes. Film. Yes.
There is some whacked out stuff going on in the movie. It is clearly not one that everyone's going to love. It is not a mass appeal movie, but it is a low budget, classic, one that people like that are in a particular niche. So like for Jonathan, it's genius. It is fun. It's a fun movie. But are there stupid elements to it? Well, yeah, because it's one of those kinds of movies, like it. Okay. In a lot of ways, it's on the same level in its like thought process as like The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, where he's going off in his head all the time, imagining things. And so it's just a low budget one of those with Weird Al. So if you like Weird Al, this is your movie, right? But like, if you don't like Weird Al, you're not gonna care. You're not gonna like it. Like
the definition of genius: exceptional intellectual or creative power or other natural ability.
Well, and Weird Al has clearly developed some genius in a lot of areas, and I believe he has 2 PhDs, so he's already smarter than me on the academic side of things.
Of course, generally we think of Weird Al with his music, and that's where you could often consider that's where his genius comes from. UHF is definitely a niche film. It is for a small group of people who like what that movie is putting out. And so the question maybe becomes is why is UHF any different than, say, The Room? If The Room is our quintessential stupid movie, but there is a small niche market who loves that movie, then how do we what makes UHF actually genius or actually smart or at least not lacking greatly in the intelligence and common sense categories?
I mean, having watched that movie for the first time with you guys just a little while ago, There's actually some like interesting things that go on in UHF, and the characters are definitely endearing and catch you, and by the end of it, you're kind of cheering along with them for the success of whatever happens, right? So there are some heartwarming good moments, which I might argue in the room is really difficult to get to unless you know about all the cult classic things that they do when you're supposed to watch the movie. Um, so to that
So
end,
what you're
like,
saying is that The Room, the experience of watching it is what is great about it, not the movie itself.
correct.
Yeah.
And to a certain extent, a lot of stupid movies are going to fall into that category. And I would say if I had watched UHF by myself without you guys, there's a very distinct possibility that I would not have enjoyed it as much as I did. I mean, even though we were doing that, virtual movie nighting, whatever, um, there was still some enjoyment knowing that we were watching it together.
Okay, but that's taking me on a different track, which is what is it like to watch movies by yourself versus with other people? So
Right, which we've discussed before. And
yeah.
I'm going to put stupid movies in the category of they're almost always better to watch with other people than they are to watch alone. So, for UHF, is it a stupid movie? My vote is yes. Is it a good stupid movie or a bad stupid movie? I'm going to go with a good stupid movie.
I don't think it's a stupid movie, but the definition of stupid movie for this podcast is low budget production values, not the greatest acting in the world, and now with a new caveat of it's more enjoyable with people. Then I guess
Perhaps we should redefine. Instead of
Yeah.
saying stupid movie, perhaps we should redefine, say, B movie. Because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about B movies and low budget comedies and stuff like that, right? Because like Sharknado.
I've got some others to suggest that I might put in the stupid category that
All right.
might have a higher budget.
I don't think UHF is, as the definition that at least I read tonight, I don't believe it's lacking great intelligence or common sense. I think it's choosing to do the things it does. I think it's creative in that way. It may not be everyone's cup of tea. So I do not vote. I vote no on stupid. Is it a good movie? I enjoy it. How good of a movie is it? How wide appeal? Those are other things, but I enjoy it. So what's your next stupid movie, Scott?
Oh, stupid movie number 2.
Dos. The deuce of the group, if you will.
Yes. The second stupid movie is Zoolander.
Okay, just because the main characters of the film are incredibly vapid and often incredibly stupid does not mean the movie is. Does that automatically equate to the movie being stupid?
Right. Is Dumb and Dumber a stupid movie? I mean, yeah, but like
We're talking about Zoolander right now. We've got Dumb and Dumber later down the list, Luke.
okay, well, okay, I'm struggling with this a lot because I guess for me personally, stupid movies are the ones that I just don't like the movie and I don't get it and I think it's poorly made. And that happens with, A-list films all the way down to like, nothings. But then I also find low budget, kind of campy, B quality films. Like I really enjoy those a lot. So
so here comes the next question. Is it that we are stupid and we enjoy stupid movies?
oh, stupid!
Stupid!
Oh,
I got you. Took me a
for
second to remember
everybody,
what we said.
that's a reference to UHF.
It's
In
happening
case you
all
didn't
night.
know.
Get ready.
So, can I even get something about Zoolander from you guys?
Okay, I did not particularly like Zoolander the one time I watched half of the film.
I did not like Zoolander the first time I saw it. It grew on me. And I do think that the jokes, like many comedies, the ideas, concepts of the jokes, and like remembering lines, remembering moments is often better than my experience of watching the film.
Completely agree.
So Zoolander, I think the last time I tried to watch it was maybe a couple years ago, maybe a few years ago, and it just didn't hold up in the same way. It wasn't. Maybe I just knew it too well,
but it wasn't as funny as it used to be. Is it stupid? Well, I don't know. Is the idea of models having been essentially a secret organization's pawn tool of secret assassins who kill the most valuable people in the world a stupid idea to you? Well, yeah, but it's creative in how it does that.
Okay,
It takes some intelligence to make that intelligible and funny and cohesive. Like I don't know. Like I just lacking great intelligence and common sense. Is the character of Zoolander stupid? Yes. He lacks intelligence and lacks common sense. Absolutely. But the movie knows that. That's the whole point. Right? So is it stupid?
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
struggling. I'm struggling, Scott. I'm sorry.
I mean, you've only watched half of Zoolander, so I can't expect too much more from you. I will say this, like Jonathan, the first time I watched Zoolander, I absolutely hated the movie. Like, wouldn't have even considered it for this category. Watched it again on TV with friends who had it on DVD, who for some reason loved it, and that made all the difference. And now I own it, but have rarely ever watched it because I'm never in a crowd to actually watch it with the right set of people to actually enjoy it again. I did try watching Zoolander 2 and just went, wow, that got real bad real fast.
So let me try this again. Maybe I can redefine one more time. Okay, so maybe we don't say maybe not B movies. Fine, we don't have to talk about B movies. But instead of stupid movies, is this category actually movies that Scott didn't like at first, but he had friends around, and now they're movies he'll watch with friends? Is it that category?
No, because I'm about to give you another example that does not fall into that category. So
sweet, let's try it.
My vote for Zoolander is yes, stupid movie. And not necessarily that great, but still enjoyable in the right audience. The next movie that I'm going to propose for stupid movie category is Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, see, all these fit in the exact same kind of experiential level. Like because this feels a lot like Nacho Libre for me.
Whoa. Nacho Libre is great.
Genius. Absolutely genius.
Okay,
it's
but
great.
It falls into the same experiential category for me. Like, are there weird, wacky things that happen that can sometimes get a laugh out of you because they are like so absurd? Maybe, sure, right? And like, are there lines that are funnier to remember later, like Dumb and Dumber? Yes, like dang quesadilla and stuff like that. But
Tina, come get your.
Okay, so like, yeah. But is it a good movie? Like, do people enjoy it? But that's hard too, because I believe there is an audience for everything. So you can't do it based off of that either. Like, can we go off of Rotten Tomatoes? No, that's ridiculous. Okay, yeah.
We need to be able to define what we're talking about. And this has proven difficult for at least Luke. I have to say, I too, after throwing out multiple definitions, am concerned that we don't know what we're talking about.
I mean, this is par for the course. So welcome to the podcast if you've never been here before.
So, but to talk about Napoleon Dynamite, I will share this.
I think I saw like one trailer for the film, half-heartedly watched it out of the corner of my eye on TV once when the movie came out. My friend said, I've heard good things. I said, I have also heard good things about this movie. We went and saw the movie in the theater. I had no idea what I was about to walk into. I sat in that theater, and the first joke was amazing. It's the farmer who's going to kill the cow, and the school bus pulls up so you don't see it, and it just and like all the kids scream. Great joke. That's Napoleon Dynamite, right? That's Napoleon Dynamite, right?
I
Okay.
don't even remember.
Wow. Okay. Well, after that, the vast majority of the movie, if you like an awkward character and you like these concepts of like, we got a llama out back that we call Tina, and we got to feed her. And if you like Jared Hess's performance of being this like awkward teenage kid and other such things, and his uncle who's going nowhere, and like if you like that kind of comedy, Napoleon Dynamite's right up your alley. As someone who doesn't give a flip about most of that, I found about three jokes really great, and everything else incredibly unimportant, unhelpful, and truly a waste of my time. But still, I am almost wondering if I refrain from calling it stupid. Is Napoleon Dynamite truly stupid? Truly stupid?
I mean, I have my opinions on the matter.
Okay, share them.
But my experience watching this movie was pretty horrid because I also had the experience of the frame jumping on me ever so often and being really annoying. So I'm sure that affected my experience of it. However, when the lines that you repeat from the movie are more enjoyable to repeat in real life situations than they are even remembering the movie.
Well, it's concepts. There's concepts there. The idea that there's a llama you got to feed and its name is Tina is just funny because it's a llama named Tina. I'm sorry. That in of itself is kind of a funny concept. But how long does that scene go on for? That's one concept, and it's all about his performance of like, eat your dang tater tots, Tina. It's like, what is happening? Why am I spending my time? Dumb. I would like to let me see what's the definition of dumb. I'm gonna look this up.
It's pretty similar to stupid, FYI.
You calling me stupid?
No.
Good, because that would be unfortunate.
Okay, I saw Napoleon Dynamite once. I remember almost nothing. I didn't particularly enjoy it, but I find most comedy is better in real life, like when you can sneak it in or set it aside or put it into the thing instead of in the context of the film. And that's true of like Lonely Island songs and like just comedy in general. The concepts, this is going back to Jonathan's thing, the concepts are what are funny and not necessarily the execution. However, you can also mess that up, right? So execution is important, but I think that's more for like clever lines of dialogue than just like ridiculous ideas.
Let's talk about some real stupid movies. Pull out a Best Picture nominee from almost any year. Let's go. What you guys got?
Nothing, because you're going to rip it to shreds.
How much does the aim of the film matter in whether or not it's stupid? The intent of the film.
I would say it's pretty high. And to be honest, like a lot of the movies I've listed off so far have literally been less than the most intelligent characters. The entire intent of the movie is to make people laugh, and even awkwardly so at times, and to have concepts that are very far-fetched. I mean, if you want to talk about a Best Picture movie, and I'm going to even put it like the main character is not that smart. I'm going to give you Forrest Gump, right? But is that a stupid movie?
No, I don't think Forrest Gump's a stupid movie because apparently it's hard for me to find a movie that I really believe is truly stupid in what we've been talking about so far. I don't think Forrest Gump is showing a lack of intelligence or a lack of common sense in its craft or in its story. So I do not think that Forrest Gump is a stupid movie.
Okay. So we do have movies with stupid characters that aren't stupid. And yet we've got a lot of other movies we've talked about where, to a certain extent, I have to believe that, I mean, there's a certain level of intelligence, and a lot of the humor that you get in these movies it's really designed for anyone to laugh at, no matter how smart or how unsmart you are.
It's been dumbed down. It's been dumbed down to be the common denominator thing that anybody can see and enjoy, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but like it's been dumbed down.
Sure, absolutely.
Well,
And Luke, I do agree with your point that you made earlier that every movie is made to fit a certain audience. Like that is absolutely true. Like movies, I don't think that. I mean, there's movies that I won't go see, and movies that maybe I wish weren't made. But at the same time, I'm not going to say that they shouldn't have been made.
If you want to know what stupid movies are, look at Red Letter Media's channel. Watch any of the like best of the worst episodes and just get a whiff of the kind of movies that have been made that go straight to VHS. That go straight like there are some movies like there's like Chihuahua. There's like a movie about a Chihuahua, and you get the idea that like everything about this movie, including the craftsmanship, is incredibly stupid, right? There are go to Redbox and get the newest knockoff movie like Transformers coming out, so they have Transmorphmagizers, which is actually an Arnold Nuts thing. But they have the rip-off one, right? Watch that. You'll find out real quick what a stupid movie actually is. It's not the ones that we choose to watch.
And then there's MST3K, which took that entire idea and was like, let's watch the terrible ones and then make fun of them.
Good. Friends of mine, we've taken turns watching like Godzilla 20,000 or whatever. We watched that movie and we took turns voicing characters. It's just like I got this character, you just put the volume real low and you voice the characters. It's a better plot. I gotta tell you, it's a better plot than what shows up in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess the point is we don't watch a lot of stupid movies because we don't go for the cheap knockoffs. I haven't been interested in Sharknado or anything, but even that is designed to be a particular kind of comedy.
6 Underground, the Michael Bay Netflix Ryan Reynolds movie. Is that not a stupid movie?
Yeah,
it's high production values. It's high production values in a lot of ways. But also, what is that movie? What is even like? It is stupid. It is lacking in intelligence. It is lacking in common sense. Even in its far-fetched, like, businessman faked his own death so he could do right in the world. Tonally, that movie is stupid. It lacks common sense. It lacks intelligence at how to transition from tones. It is tonally stupid. It has some editing issues, along with the script is jumping back and forth between who knows what. There's a stupid movie. There you go.
See, but then I'm going to go back to Rise of Skywalker, where you've got these incredibly talented people doing some incredible stuff, and you couldn't be bothered to write a script. I don't know.
They did write a script. It was just bad.
That's what I meant. You didn't start with 3 scripts for your 3 movies. You didn't have a plan. That's all stupid.
Yeah, Disney has been very bad about handling the Star Wars property. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So
well, why don't we get to the point where we actually recommend something to our viewers that they might actually want to watch?
But
does it have to be stupid?
Category. Yeah.
It does not have to be stupid.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
Well, Luke was saying it was kind of dumb. I think it's pretty funny. Try Nacho Libre. Nacho Libre is kind of fun and funny. It is very specific humor. This is the same director, a guy who did Napoleon Dynamite. But for some reason, Napoleon Dynamite, I'm like, could care less. Let's just throw that out of the entire existence of the world. And then the Nacho Libre, I'm like, that's pretty funny, and I own that movie. So maybe give that a shot. See if that's some humor that's up your alley. If not, no problem. I get it.
Okay, I'm gonna go with The Gamers, Darkness Rising. If you have not watched that, it is awesome. I originally saw it on Netflix, and I was watching it by myself and laughing audibly. It was great. And I would stop every once in a while and go tell my wife, like this hilarious line that they just said. The production value is terrible, and it's awesome.
Warning: a fair amount of geek and nerd knowledge is helpful in enjoying that film.
Absolutely. The more you know about D&D, the better it's going to be. But you don't have to, because they really do hold your hand through it through a fish out of water character. It's great.
Cool. My recommendation for y'all tonight is going to be The School of Rock, another Jack Black film to go along with Jonathan's. I've thoroughly enjoyed this movie multiple times, and there are certainly elements in it which kind of make it more fun, lighthearted, which gets back a little bit to what our topic has been tonight, but I don't think it absolutely fits in that category at all. So go see The School of Rock.
Maybe I will someday.
You know you're not hardcore.
Unless you live hardcore.
It's
And the
true.
legend of the rent.
Rent. This is way
It's
hardcore.
way hardcore.
Way hardcore.
Way hardcore, guys.
Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you again next time.
Yeah. Hope to see you back here.
Stu!